Hi, Decide from Groovy Entertainment. Today video is about Gene Archie. Oh, this is the TV show. And I got this idea from Serial at Midnight from Heath. He did his video a couple of days ago. I think it was last week. So he gave me the idea to do Gene Archie and B in the B Cowboys. And I always been a fan of this guy. He used to come on when I was little here in the early mornings or the late nights when they would just show all a bunch of black and white movies and the TV show, of course. And the TV show was pretty good. It was like his movies, but shorter. This is the whole complete thing. You could probably get this on Amazon or eBay. I got this on Amazon back when it was brand new, and it didn't cost that much. I think it cost like $50 for the whole show at the time. And I was so a fan of his that I started getting now these are B movies, and his movies are in here too. And you get 50 of them. Now in here you get like one or you get like on this case you get one Gene Archie. So you get a lot of Roy Rogers. You get Ray Crash Conahan, Hermit, Tom Teller. So you get a lot. You even get John Wayne. Now you could say John Wayne helped Gene Archie out because John Wayne used to be a B singing cowboy, and he told the people the director and everybody. He said he knows a cat that can sing, so he wouldn't have to do no more singing. And that cat was Gene Archie, just like he helped James Arness get Gunsmoke. So you can say John Wayne helped out two good people. If it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have no Gene Archie films. And I got a lot of B movies. They made a handful of these things. This is the second. Let's see, 2008, 2007. So it's like this, and then we got 2000. Okay. So they released two in 2008. And these are all B Cowboys. So these things was at the beginning of each movie. Each of the real films, you get a cowboy, a Looney Tune cartoon, or Tom and Jerry, whoever company you was watching, Three Stooges or Little Rascal, and you would get a news clip. So you get a lot of stuff for your money. I think back then, what 50 cents like for a 3 hour trip at the theater. Nowadays, you pay what $20 for the movie. You don't get nothing except the movie. They should if they do this. If they make you get more for your money, they might make a lot more money at the theaters. Then we got these things. Do you think came out last? Do you think came out in 2009 and 2011? So this was the last one they made, and I bought them all. Every time I saw one pop up, I had to get it. And these things are they were dirt cheap when I was getting them. Now these things are old. These things like this is 13 years old. So this might be even cheaper. And you could get these probably on Amazon or eBay. And then this thing, 100 cowboys, 100 westerns. This gives you a lot of B movies, a lot of movies that are A movies that wasn't that great, or or went to public domain. Some of the A movies, so they stuck it on here. So like you get your John Wayne, your Aaron Flynn, your Roy Rogers, Tex Ritters. You even get some Gordon Scott's in here too. Not his best stuff, but what they can do with public domain movies. And let's see what else you get in here. You got Leslie Nielsen when he was a serious actor. Yeah, you got a lot of people. Gene Archie's in here too. Bob Still. Now, Bob Still was real good. He was a he was like a daredevil kind of thing, and he did all his own stunts and everything up until the '90s when he did his last movie that he did on stunts in. I got a lot of Bob Still movies in all these collections, and this was the last John. This was Gene Archie only serial that he made that he fights robots, spacemen, an evil queen that wanted to take over the West. So this kind of was his only real movie because everything else was short. All his movies was 50 about 57 to an hour. This was a what? This was 1935, and this was a 4 hour movie. But you saw this every Saturday, of course. He you would see this during a bunch of all the other stuff. So like how I said before, you saw a cowboy or a crime drama or something short. Then you see a Three Stooges or Little Rascal or Stan and Hardy. Then you see a Looney Tune Tom and Jerry, MGM stuff, Columbia, Woody Woodpecker. Then you see a serial. Then you see a serial, a chapter at a time. Then you see the real movie. So you got a lot for your 50 cents. And then the serial stopped in the 50s because of TV, but you still got a lot for your money still. There were no more shorts. So all you got in the 50s was you got a cartoon. I think you must have got a news clip or something. And then by the 80s they were draining nothing. You could say the 70s, but there were no cartoons in the 70s at the theaters. So by the 70s, it is what it is today. You pay a lot of money for a movie and that's it. So if you like Gene Archie, let's hold this one because it showed more of his face. And I was off. Yeah, if you like Gene Archie, if you saw Gene Archie or like him or any of the other cowboys, because even Roy Rogers had a TV show back in the 50s. And like I said, Bob Still, you had you had Mac Brown. He was another cowboy star, and he's in this mix too. You got Buck Jones. Yeah, Johnny McBrown. Hooter Gibson. Hoot Gibson. You have Jordan O'Brien, Rex Allen. Now, Rex Allen was the voice of Mr. Ed. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of these. You even got the guy. Okay, that's the Lone Ranger. Of course, that's him. You got a lot of people, a lot of Texas Ritters. So you got John Ritter's father in a lot of these collections. Because these are all public domain movies. So these doesn't cost the people nothing to put them on DVDs. And like I said, you got a whole bunch of these. The only thing I hate about this that they're in paper. Like that's what it all looks like. But you get information of all the movies. Like this one. You get the bill to stand for uh, whatever that word is. You get the bill. This is a Roy Rogers film. Then you get Below the Border, another Roy Rogers film. Okay, the top one. Oh, they're not Roy Rogers films. Okay, none of these are okay. These are not Roy Rogers films. Thought that was good with the title he did of that. But these are from 1940s, and I'm reading backwards too. So how fun that is. And then you get on this side, you get Between Men and Buckskin Frontier. To the top one is Johnny McBrown, and the bottom one from 1942 is Rex Dix. And it looks like, and there are four movies on both sides. So the B side gives you two, and the A side gives you two. I don't want to drop this because this might be the only copy that is there. And you get a whole. You get. Let's see if I can take these out. And you mostly get a whole handful of these things inside this one box. This came out in 2007. That's how they was. Now the 2011. Let's see how they did that. So if you're a big cowboy fan like I am, and like the B stuff, this is a good way of getting your B collection. Now one of these things, like this one. Let's see. Let's try this one. The last one they did. Okay, this is the last one they did back in 2011. Let's see how this is made. Okay, you get a booklet. Nobody else gets a booklet. I don't even think the 2009 gets a booklet. Nope. There's no booklet in this. But the 2009 gives you this. So they went the same way as the other ones, but they're. Oh, I see the year. You even get a Lex Baker movie in here. That's the guy that did Tarzan. Okay, put these back. Okay, and in the new one, you get a booklet, but you get this. All you get is the titles, and that's it. So they kind of went watered down. They just kept going with the way they were going. But you get a booklet. Wherever that booklet? Where it go? But you get a booklet of telling you how all the movies are. And it seems like they made some more. Like they got the Cowboy Legend. Now some of these things are updated covers. Like Cowboy Legend is this thing. But it could be that they updated the cover to make it look fancier with the 2011 stuff. And they probably watered down it so you might not get this thing at all. Because if they watered down it like this, and then you get this crappy one, you see the difference? I would get the original way they did it too, so it look nicer. Because this is not nice at all. I wish they took the time that gave us a book at all. The book is fun to have, but it's not fun if they're gonna water down the whole collection. Now these movies, to give you a big warning, if you want to get these movies are from great to super crappy. The quality, of course, because these are free movies, public domain movies. So these movies had never been remastered or anything. So you might get some good quality stuff, or you may get some super, super crappy quality. But the sound is great. They're all black and white. You might get a handful of color films, and I think only one you get color films in is in this one. But all the other ones, all black and white, or gray, or black and green, or they're all kinds of that kind of color. Because the B movies were cheaply made. They probably didn't think that these films would be seen after they showed them back then. So they didn't take good care of these movies. And only now they're doing more work on these old films to make them look like they did back over 80, 90, 70 years ago. And like I said, I got every B movie here. And there's probably a lot more out there too. Yeah, there's only, let's see, 50, see, 100, 200. I got 250 B movies. And it's probably a lot more. They're pushing these things out every year. One actor could make about 200 movies in 1 year. So I know I got a handful of these things. So I'm pretty good. So if you like the B movies, or Gene Archie, or anyone else you like, leave it in the comments. Now I know nobody's old enough to remember these movies at the theaters, but if you are, if I do got some old timers on my channel, leave it in the comments. It'd be nice to know that anyone had seen these things back when they first came out in the 30s and 40s, and maybe a little bit of the 50s. And if you had seen them on TV whenever they would show on TV, leave it in the comments too. Did you watch them at a midnight showing or afternoon showing? And some of these shows, like the Gene Archie and the Roy Rogers, they used to be you can say Gene Archie and Roy Rogers used to be shown on TNN, the Tennessee something network. And they used to have Roy Rogers and Gene Archie and old people in the 80s. I think the what, 86, 87, sit down and talk about their TV show and what was the episode going to be about. And it was nice. I think one was Melody Ranch or something like that, and the other one had Roy Roger and his wife sitting down, old as can be, talking about the next movie that they was gonna show you or the next TV show. And it was interesting to see these two big top B actors still alive at that time period talking about their old movie that they did when they were young. So, and these people in the 80s, yeah, they would have been in their 70s. And if you remember TNN, no, yeah, I forget it was something Nashville Network, and they used to come on in the 80s, and then they disappeared. The channel made it another TV channel. I think Spike took over after somebody else took over the channel. So this is just a little history of the B movies and Gene Archie and everything. And let's thank Sarah at Midnight Heath for giving me this idea. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't think about showing my B movies and DVDs off to you guys. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.